What's up everyone? It is Minimalist Monday in Super Auto Pets and this time we're playing in the Golden Pack. Last time I did a sniping build with the Cobra plus Weasel. This time I wanted to do something a little bit different. We're going for a summon build instead. And there are many ways you can build a summon team in the Golden Pack. But for this particular Minimalist challenge I wanted to have the Falcon included because usually you can't have the Falcon at the front line when you're running a 5 squad, but when you're running a 2 or 3 squad like we're about to do in this video, you can freely abuse the power of the Falcon in the first position, which is super sweet. So yeah, hopefully we get to that point in the game, but for now we're trying to survive and we actually claim a victory right there, surprisingly enough. I was grinding very hard as you can see with the triple magpie, preserving 3 gold for the next turn. And thankfully the triple did level into a Babusi, plus we also have a Hercules Beetle on the team that is going to receive the buffs. We're probably going to play them separate though, just because it's better stats that way. And we're hoping the buff goes on the front line, and thankfully it does. I don't know if it would have mattered for this turn, but I think having the highest attack pet be at the front line every single time is a huge benefit. Unfortunately here we lose, but I think we are set up pretty nicely. If we play our cards right, we will also get to transfer 2 gold over for the next turn. Turn 5 is a pretty big turn for the Golden Pack. You can see here I'm considering first step of just appling and skipping the rest of the turn, but I think it's going to be more beneficial to roll for levels. I actually find a single Hercules Beetle, which I did freeze. The buff did not land at the right spot that I wanted it to, but I think we're going to be fine. Might have even won because of that buff placement. Actually, I didn't think about that while I was playing this. But yeah, whatever the case, we take the level up and it is a secretary bird. I think we could have taken either of these and we would have been fine. You could even argue that a manta ray is super beneficial for a minimalist build, but we'll be transitioning into that later. For now we're still going to be running a 5 squad. I was going to say a 3 squad, which is obviously not true. Unfortunately no buff target for the Babusi on the team currently, but I don't think we need it. He says as he loses by 1 HP, so maybe I'm wrong. Ideally we want a weasel or a flea, something that could help us either build up for the future or just help us win currently. We actually do find the weasel, but now I'm kind of invested in the units that I have on the team, hoping for a level up. I think it's safe to say that I'm not playing this optimally, but I do find it quite nice to be able to make some misplays because it's arena and there are no stakes, unlike the team tour sets that I have been playing. So yeah, thankfully we win regardless. I'm just that skillful, what can I say? But yeah, we have a level up ready and it is going to be a crane, which is actually super useful. We also find a falcon in the shop, so we have a pretty good combo right there with the falcon and the crane. Probably going to sell the secretary bird. Yup. Secretary bird is going because I want the buffs from the Babusi to go onto the falcon guaranteed. We're also going to try to level up the Babusi, which hopefully we have some success with, but for now this is the positioning I'm going with. I think the Hercules Beetle is good enough to survive a hit and get the melon. But actually a lot of these teams have been circulating in the player pool, which I'm super displeased to see, honestly. Just people going for max tempo with the Fig build. The Fig is going to fall off for them in a couple of turns and I'm just here to pay the price by losing that round, which is super unfortunate, but whatever the case, there's nothing you can do about that. We're going to position this particular way this time. I don't know if it's correct or not, probably not because the Falcon wants to be in the 3rd position still, but thankfully we are never punished and we win. So yeah, hopefully we get a good level up on this turn. We're hoping for the German Shepherd and thankfully we do get it immediately. So yeah, we're going to sell something in order to make room, maybe the magpie. Yup. I want to sell the Hercules Beetle onto the German Shepherd, so that's going to go next. That way we have more attack for the summons that we're going to spit out of the Falcon. But yeah, I think even running the squad as it is right now is kind of acceptable, because the Falcon likes having a 4 squad, so it can be put at the front. Thankfully we do level up into another Bird of Paradise though, or not another Bird of Paradise, the first Bird of Paradise, but the second level up of the turn, and it's going to guarantee us some extra scaling going forward. We're getting some stats onto the crane as well, so hopefully it doesn't get sniped by a fig as it did the previous turn. And you can see it's actually super beneficial to have the crane survive and the Falcon to copy the overpowered pets of the opponent. We copied a Nayawa there along with the Guinea Fowl, getting us 20 trumpets in the process, which is super wild. We're going to level up the Bird of Paradise up to level 2 now. We even find another one, which I don't know if it's necessary or not, I just buy it because I like having extra levels, especially on the scaler. But yeah, hopefully we'll keep winning. I think the team is pretty good, especially if we keep facing low stated opponents like this one. Actually pretty funny sequence right here, we copy both the Nayawa and the Nurse Shark from the opponent and we just annihilate them. You don't get to see that every day, so I was super happy with that sequence right there. We're going to hope to get some pretty good scaling going, and with a soon to be level 3 Bird of Paradise I think we'll be pretty fine. Actually some hidden tech with the golden, I was going to say golden retriever, I mean the German Shepherd. If you place the copy of the pet separately and then combine, you get the temporary stats onto your pet, just like with the horse, so I like doing that. And thankfully I think I'm going to be rewarded with a draw because of it, because the Bird of Paradise I don't believe had enough attack otherwise. So yeah, hopefully we continue to scale up, find the level 3 Bird of Paradise pretty soon. Unfortunately, even if we find it now, I don't think we're getting an extra trigger for this turn. Actually a super unfortunate turn, no chocolate, no oyster, no Bird of Paradise, no German Shepherd, no crane even. Basically everything on our team wants to be leveled up, but we found nothing there. Thankfully the team is strong enough and we get some good copies from the opponent, a Nayawa plus a Wildebeest this time, so we end up winning. And we're going to get a level 2 German Shepherd on this turn, so these spawns out of the Falcon are going to be quite strong. We even get another one which is going to pump up the temporary attack of the German Shepherd that much more. Maybe going to take a level up on either the Bird of Paradise or the Crane. I think either of them are going to be viable. We actually take it on the Crane because maybe it gives us some advantage mid-fight this time and prevents us from losing. We'll see if that's the case or not. Hopefully we don't lose because we're on only 2 hearts, so it's going to be kinda scary. But yeah, once again, very funny sequence. We get to copy a Fire Ant, and that buffs the German Shepherd, and in turn that buffs the next summon out of the Falcon, which you love to see. We're going to abuse the same trick right here with the Bird of Paradise, giving it some extra temporary attack. We'll do the same thing for the Falcon as well. Now it has 40 attack, and with almost no access to Melon in the pack, I think it's almost guaranteed that this Falcon takes something out and gets an overpowered summon. Hopefully we'll get to see that in action on this turn. Actually we get to copy a Wildebeest. This time we don't have the trumpets however, so that's kinda sad, but yeah, you can see we copied 2 or 3 units that turn I think, and we ended up winning because of it. But yeah, I believe this is going to be the final turn right here. We're going to get some final levels, get the temporary attack on the Shepherd, get a final buff from the Bird of Paradise, and probably sell it. So yeah, this is going to be the run. You can see I'm finally deliberating right here on whether or not to buy the Shepherd, and I end up doing so. Maybe putting a potato, but actually passing it up because I'm the smartest man alive. Whatever the case though, I really hope you enjoyed this run, and if you did, I hope that you like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.